What is the grid system of the planet, of the body, of all souls? What is the matrix? What is the fifth dimension consciousness fields? These are the energetic fields that have come into awareness of the human form and the human mind. We wait on the word. I am here, child, as Metatron. The powers of the grid systems of the universal grid systems are a mapping of communication networks to connect, to align, and to balance all consciousness fields, living and birthing and awakening on the planet and in all galaxies and all constellations where other consciousness fields are communicating on to one another's through starlight beings and through starlight quotients of information that arrives telepathically through the network of a new infinite all source grid system. And once a soul is born, it carries within it a crystal seed that is created of a crystal-like code. The code of consciousness is forever connected to a grid system. Your own body, your own soul, and your own mind is of an infinite grid system that was created by a godliness consciousness. But a universal infinite all source did create a God creator consciousness. And in fact, all other planets and all other universes are intertwined and interconnected through the God source and through the infinite all source. The creations of grid systems began with infinite grid lines of empowering symbols, Tetrahedrons, and many other Platonic formations, such as what I have created in my cube of 5 Platonics, of which you are all walking on as it is installed within the core of the planet. A radiant light from within the crystal core of this planet is the connecting rod that houses the grid systems of every footprint. So in fact, your hands, your feet, have a network of grid lines that create a minute grid system of your own true civilization. Now then, the heart, the torso, the body has a matrix of intricate webs of ley lines and portals known as chakras, and they are connected to the ley lines, grid lines, and portals on your planet. You would wonder, how is that to be? Well, it is to be through a telepathic cord of communication that is imprinted within the heart seeds and imprinted within the pineal seeds. Another grid system, children, is within the head. The meridians and portals, being chakras of 33, are within the head. So that the portals of the eyes, the portal of the mouth and the ears, the portal of the third eye and back of the third eye, back of the head, fourth soul chakra, are highest activations of connectivities to the grid systems beyond your planet. It is your own heart seeds and their crystal codes that connect to one another of other living forms on your planet. You will understand very soon, as you are now oscillating and transfiguring and transforming into a fifth dimensional being of crystal light energies of consciousness, that you will soon be radiating a telepathic network of a grid system of communications only from your heart, not from the brain. Brainwave patterns were of creator consciousness of a third dimension, which depicts the difference between a third dimensional consciousness and a fifth dimension. Your fifth dimensional heartbeats of crystal soul seeds will be creating an infinite grid system surrounding your body, so that you as an infinite form will have the soul within matrix grid line of your own form of symbols, pyramids, Platonics, that will mirror and radiate and create its own grid mirror image on your outer form. Therefore, your outer field of your infinite grid lined system of crystal essences of light codes within every grid line and portal in your outer field, that will be the communication network that you will be oscillating from. No longer will you be trapped in this third dimensional mind consciousness where the brain wave is simply rotating in a cycle that is linear, damaging to the human soul in its elevational journeys. Now, your brain will be operating the systems of breathing, eating, walking, seeing, while the heart will be transmitting and communicating into the outer field, which will be co-creating and mapping into all others' grid systems of crystal outer fields that will network into their civilizations and their planets and their constellations, will communicate and bring down a network of intelligences. Now you are quietly seeing, feeling, and understanding how the ascension of this planet will move into the 12th dimension through your soul connectivities to your higher soul, to your infinite planetary master soul who comes down to start to build the grid system in the body, the grid system in the head that will uniform, create a outward oneness grid system of the body. Chiyobaya, you should know Maraya, you should know ancient languages, and those ancient Yirishukura timeline languages of Sanskrit, Tibetan tongue, the Hebrew, the Adishakwara Shadada will be amplifying and assisting the light quotients in the planet and all the footprints that you have left from those same timelines to be amplified and awakened into the fifth dimension. Yes, there will be many others that will be creating their own light language through the fifth chakra portal of the voice. Tatarana, listen to the word, listen to the vibration, and you will assimilate a new vocal frequency and tone and vibration within your own crystal form. You have many pyramid vibrations on this earth, and it is created of a Trinity, that what God created, the Holy Mother, Father, God, the Holy Son, and its Mother, Father, God, Trinity. You should know, so many of the third dimensional consciousness fields will continue to oscillate and operate in a trinity of the pyramid formation. However, I, as Metatron, and many other heightened masters who have ascended into infinite states of consciousness, will be bringing in 8th, 9th, and 12th dimensional codes of Platonics, such as octahedrons, tetrahedrons, dodecahedrons, and they will be floating in around the body in a counter rotation. That is Merkaba, counter rotation, so that you will move into the higher realms in this spiraling in a counter rotation, no longer oscillating in the linear third dimensional clockwise rotation that holds you down in a dimensional frequency of lowliness on this planet. These are some of the radiant vibrations of light that will be arriving in this next 3 years. So that as this year is a year of 11 of mastery, you will note that by 2020, many on the planet will be in Merkaba vibrations, will be in 9th, 10th, and 12th sequential focused timelines out of their body and into those heightened grid systems, while the body is in its humanness state as a crystal format housing the 12th dimensional matrix. I leave you now and hope that this aids the mind, heals the soul, and oscillates the body into the 5th dimension.